Hello guys, I'm Nona Prince and today we're talking about the Hindi classic Pyaasa. Written and directed by Guru Dutt, written by Abrar Alvi, starring Guru Dutt, Waheeda Rehman, Mala Sinha, Johnny Walker, and many more. What an incredible film! Finally watched it on Amazon Prime, so if you haven't seen it, go check it out there. It's a 1957 film, man. Oh my god. What are we doing today? There's not even a comparison between today's film and that film. No Hindi film today can even compete with that. The writing is so good. I love the themes in the film. The society is full of vultures and it's so relatable. Everyone just wants to take advantage of you and knock you off. The major theme of the film is that artists are not respected, and the story is inspired from Guru Dutt's own life when he was struggling. You come from a small family, you don't have that much money, you try to come into the industry, you try to make a big name, but doesn't work. Because if you are poor, your talent is not worth it. The film explores unemployment. It shows our country in the way we don't want to see it. The film takes you to places which will make you feel uncomfortable and show you the reality of the nation on the ground level. And the film explores, how one doesn't get respect when he's alive, but is worshipped once he's dead. And it reminds me of what happened last year with Sushant. Once someone dies, people are more respectful towards them. And the film explores that and shows the mirror to the society. Now I do feel it takes a little longer to establish all of it. And I read that the film went through a lot. The producers were not really happy with the original vision. They felt it was too sad and pessimistic. They wanted some happy moments in the film. So there were reshoots done to change the film. And at the end of the day, it was a big commercial success. And I think to get that, you need to have that balance. Now, as I said, it's a 1957 film. So there is somewhat spoon feeding, but I cannot complain. And it's so difficult to talk about this film because I don't think I have ever seen a film that old, at least not an Indian film. And all the references I have for the film are the films which came decade later. Now in the film, the hero is not typical hero. They've changed him to a loser in the film. Now commonly we see a hero, he struggles, but then he gets up, he fights back, and everything is great and happy by the end. And that we see even today in movies. But this film does it differently. The hero is a loser here. He doesn't win at all. He struggles. We see the atrocities in the society, but he's not a savior that he'll save everyone. He'll change things. No, that's not the film about. It's showing the true reality and he's unable to do anything. Now the ending of the film is kind of anticlimactic. You want the hero to win. You want the bad people to go down. But that doesn't happen because that's the point of the film. The film is trying to show the herd mentality of the society, that they'll believe in one thing and then they'll believe in another thing without even thinking. Now I do feel some of the messaging is outdated today, and that cannot be a complaint. Again, as I said, it's an old film. The society has evolved. Things have changed by 21st century, but it is something that should be pointed out. There is a messaging in the film that a man completes a woman, that a woman needs to be dependent on a man, that she needs him, she cannot stay without him. There's also this point where Sham the poet takes a moral high ground in front of Meena, his longtime lover, and he tells her that she sold their love and married someone rich because she wanted to be comfortable and live a normal life instead of marrying him and living with him. So what if he doesn't have money and all? At least they would be together. And I don't believe in that sentiment at all. If she feels she wants a normal life and there was no future with him, that's her choice. You're saying these big things, but you haven't really done anything in your life, so you cannot take a moral high ground here. And again, as I said, not a complaint. It'd be stupid of me to complain about this. The film was made in 1957. It was quite progressive for that time, but it's not for today's, and that's totally alright. Because people change, society change, and progression takes time. It doesn't happen in one day. Now coming to the songs and the lyrics, oh my god, so many famous songs from this film. Music was by S.D. Burman and lyrics by Sudhir Ludhianvi. Sir jo tera chakraye या दिल डूबा जाए आजा प्यारे पास हमारे काहे घबराए. Oh my god, such a legendary song, and sung by the legendary Mohammad Rafi. जाने वो कैसे लोग थे जिनको प्यार से प्यार मिला. And I just loved every song in the film, and that never happens. In Gully Boy, my favorite scene is when he's sitting inside the car and he comes up with the lyrics for the Duri song. And I love that scene because it shows how he's coming up with the lyrics, how he's thinking. And that happens in this film so many times that he looks around what's happening and on the spot he's coming up with those lyrics, talking about his surrounding. Amazing. I love it. Production design was so good. The sets were so epic. And I see so many newer films taking inspiration from this film. They even tried so many experiments. When Sham was drunk, we see how he's looking at the world through his eyes, and we see those round symbols coming on the screen. And then when he's crying, there's water water on the screen. Of course, it doesn't work like that. But in 1957, they were experimenting with it to show that. Incredible. Coming to the acting, oh my god, so good. Guru Dutt, Waheeda Rehman, she was a standout for me. Now the acting was old school. It was very theatrical. You know, taking pauses, moving towards, looking somewhere and delivering the dialogues. I felt there was some overacting by some side characters, just small roles. But I guess that's fine. And honestly, guys, it was really refreshing to watch such an old film. Like, I think it's the oldest film I've seen. And looking at how they filmed it, how they told the stories at that time. And I would definitely want to watch more older films. I've watched older Malayalam films, you know, but still it was 80s, 70s, nothing older than that. And of course, I've seen Appu trilogy. That's the same timing, 56, 58 and 61. And I remember making a video, you know, why it's difficult to watch old films. If you haven't seen, you can check it out here. But honestly, if there's such good content, anyone would watch them. So guys, that's the video. If you enjoyed it, the thumbs up button, share this video, let me in the comments your thoughts. If you have subscribed yet, check out the videos. If you like them too, do consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time.